I was not on track. I won't get a new job in consulting if I'm not sure I'll have 3 things. Number 1, more projects. Number 2, more flexibility. And number 3, more money. And so at that exact moment, I didn't find any jobs that matched those criteria. And to be honest with you guys, I didn't have any clue on how to find a job that matched all those criteria. But first, let me give you some context. I started working at PwC in January 2018. I graduated a month before and I had just spent 2 weeks in Hawaii with my friends, so I had the time to process that I'm no longer in school and that I can finally start my life. I was pumped to see the PwC Montreal office and see the view from the top floor of that building. Today I want to tell you the story of how I switched from being a junior consultant at PwC to a senior consultant at DXC Technology without even applying. I arrived at the PwC lobby on my first day where a guy from my team welcomed me. He gave me my work computer and said, "Are you free next week? You're going to Chicago for the workday training." I was like, yes! Not even 20 minutes in the office and I have to travel somewhere. That's the consulting life I have been dreaming about. Of course I'm free. Alright, for those of you who don't know, I'm an IT consultant and I work with a software called Workday. So I flew to Chicago the following week where I had to learn how to use Workday. IT consultants from all over North America would go to that training if they wanted to work with this software. So there were people from Deloitte, PwC, KPMG, IBM, Accenture, and more. The training was around 12 days and we had to sit for like 8 hours in class. And as usual, just like in university, I didn't pay much attention, watching my soccer games instead. Do you think that I will miss a Real Madrid game? Yeah, hopefully no one from my previous managers watched this video. Anyway, I started struggling after 4 days because obviously I haven't been paying attention. And so I decided to sit in the first row in class to be more focused and stop myself from being distracted. And this is where I met a guy who seemed the same age as me because all the other students were older. I noticed he was finishing his class exercises fast and asked relevant questions. And so I decided to say hi. His name was Kelvin. So we started talking. He was from Deloitte, Florida. I was from PwC, Montreal. And so it was fun to share our experiences. We were teaming up in group exercises and we were doing our homework after class together. It was much faster and he gave me a motivation boost because we were the same age. You know, I'm a competitive guy and everything. And so we even visited Chicago together and then we became friends. Anyway, we both passed the training. I came back to Montreal. He went back to Florida and I started working at PwC. My first year at PwC was kind of slow because I was hired in a period where PwC didn't really have a lot of clients, and so I was just doing basic work here and there. Sometimes I was just wondering, damn, 4 years of university just so that I play with Excel all day. I needed a break. This is when I decided to go to Thailand on vacation with 2 of my friends. It was around February 2019. Going to Thailand helped me reset my objectives and think straight. You know, when you're trapped in a routine, it's hard to process what's happening in your life. And so I really needed a break, and so my vacation in Thailand was at the right moment in my PwC career. My main career objective was to learn more and grow faster, and how I was seeing it, I was not on track. That's why during that trip, I decided that maybe I had to quit PwC and start looking for a new job. But I knew it won't be easy. Personally, my criteria were clear. I won't get a new job in consulting if I'm not sure I'll have 3 things. Number 1, more projects. I wanted more challenges and I wanted more opportunities to go outside of my comfort zone because this is how you grow. Number 2, more flexibility, even if it was great at PwC already. And number 3, more money. Obviously, I won't hide it. And so at that exact moment, I didn't find any jobs that matched those criteria. And to be honest with you guys, I didn't have any clue on how to find a job that matched all those criteria. In the meantime, I was in constant contact with Kelvin. We would share memes on Instagram and share our experiences at Deloitte and PwC. And this is great, by the way, to have a friend or someone you know who has the same role as you but in another firm, because it gives you perspective on your own career. A month after coming back from Thailand, I got a message from Kelvin that would change my career. He told me he just accepted an offer from DXC Technology in Orlando, Florida. And he told me about the perks, he told me about the flexibility. With DXC, you don't have an office, so you stay at home. And so you could live anywhere you want in North America. It's a growing company, so you have a lot of projects and you will have a chance to have a bigger impact than bigger firms like Deloitte or PwC. And so I was just wondering, I was like, damn, too bad it's in the US. I want to live in the US one day, but I didn't feel like it was the right moment for me to switch and to go to the US. And so I just told him, yeah, so I'm happy for you, bro, and then just moved on with my life. Until June 2019. I was like, hey, what am I doing with my life? Screw this, I can move to the US, let's go, let's do it. I'm going to ask Kelvin if there are any opportunities. But I was kind of shy to ask for a favor because I didn't know how he will react. So I decided to take the leap and ask him, Kelvin, do you know if DXC is looking for other workday consultants? I can move to Florida if it can help me get the job. And he literally said, send me your CV. A week later, I had an interview. My mind was just... He told me DXC wasn't even hiring, but my profile was interesting enough to help them grow faster. I succeeded the first interview, got the second one, and then succeeded again. And this is where it got interesting. They were willing to let me stay in Canada so I could work remotely from Canada with US clients. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. So my criteria were met. I will have more challenging projects with clients from another country, a country I want to live in someday. I am 100% flexible, I'll be at home, so I was location free, and obviously I was going to be hired as a senior consultant, so more money. DXC went and created a new position in Canada just to hire me. It took a while, and that's why you see on my LinkedIn profile that I started in October, even if I had the final okay in June. When I started working at DXC, this is where it hit me. I would have never landed an opportunity like this one by applying online. For the simple reason, the posting was never available online. I understood that those dream jobs we often hear about with the amazing salaries, the amazing work culture, and all the amazing perks are not available online. Companies will ask their own employees for referrals because according to data, referrals have better chances of being like better employees than random people we find on the internet. And I got this amazing job because I said hi to a random dude in a training far from home a year and a half prior. Just like my story with PwC, I got an amazing job thanks to the people I met throughout my career. Networking never stops, even when you're already in a job. But getting to know a stranger is not enough. Saying hi and what's up is rarely the only thing that you should do. You have to nurture those relationships. For example, with the girl at PwC, I was often going to eat outside with her and catching up. With Kelvin, I was in constant contact with him through Instagram. So I want to ask you something. How many opportunities do you think have you forfeited simply because you ignored the person next to you? Again, I challenge you to say hi to the person studying next to you in that Starbucks coffee. Say hi to the person waiting for the elevator next to you. Stay in touch with people you worked with in group projects in university, even if they did nothing. Then nurture those relationships, be available for them, and be valuable to them. This is how you grow your network and land amazing opportunities that you will never find online. If you're stuck at home and you're wondering how can you possibly network with other people to land amazing consulting jobs even without applying online, LinkedIn is the place to be. In the following weeks, I'll be releasing a complete LinkedIn series showing you how to properly network in this social platform and how to reach out to people and how to land amazing opportunities without ever applying in the company's website. And so make sure to subscribe to not miss that. I hope you enjoyed my story of how I became a senior consultant. So if it's the case, hit the like button. Let me know in the comment section below if you ever met someone randomly and then it ended up being your best friend or someone super valuable in your life. I just love hearing those stories because it's so wow. My goal here in this channel is to help you find that job that fits your own criteria. So make sure you subscribe to not miss all my following videos. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.